Hi, I'm Dr. Elisabeth Crim. I'm a licensed psychologist and a certified relaxed and renewed yoga trainer. I'm also the founder and director of Moonstone Center. You can learn more about Moonstone Center and me at moonstonecenter.com and drelizabethcrim.com. I want to thank you for joining us. This is the video edition that goes with the newsletter for The Healer's Life. It's a newsletter I put out through Moonstone Center every month to attend to you as a healthcare provider, mental health professional, and educator. Our circle keeps expanding of who we're attending to because it really speaks to any of us who find ourselves serving others, giving to others, that our focus of our work is other focused. I guess ultimately that could be most of us. But anyway, that's kind of our focus. That's our direction that we're going in. And I want to say the last month's piece was on silence. It was on quieting and finding the energy that you find in silence. Posted on LinkedIn sites and had quite a response in the discussion groups there, and it's still happening. Even last week there was another post, and it was very profound, very powerful, the different things that people were saying, resonating from the point of saying they have been practicing silence and having a quiet, just being quiet as a discipline in their lives each morning for an hour. Some spending full days in silence and equating that with their time in nature and noticing the different types of silence that we have. And then others also experiencing it as a challenge, that they didn't know where they could fit silence in when they have 3 children, a small house, plus a full practice. And I want to pray for that person even now as I say that. But it's hard. It's hard. We can resonate with each of these different people at different points, I think, and as we move toward practicing silence. I had an experience the last couple of weeks, though, that I want to cue to and add to the call to silence, to taking time for silence. And that is to take time and space. In the last couple of weeks, I had to do jury duty. I actually wasn't called to a trial, but I had to go report to a room. And I cannot tell you how disruptive this was to my schedule. I was so frustrated. I did everything I could to get out of doing jury duty. And I don't want to get into discussion about our approach to jury duty or not, or how we should think about that. But I do want to say there was a lesson in it for me that I want to share and offer to you. And that was that this forced disruption required that I take time and space. And within that time and space out of my usual routine, I found that patients, clients, even co-leaders for a group that I was leading could step up or have grace, could adjust, could adapt, were able to reschedule. The work deepened whether I was there every week or not, in the sense that we either rescheduled it or we made meaning of my not being there. There was a space that opened up that was allowed. It could happen. I think a lot of times we live our lives and go, I can't disrupt my routine, or there's too much going on. I can't take a moment. I can't take time. I can't take space. When we talk about silence, I was talking about adding silence into your routine or being quiet as you do certain tasks. And I'm not moving from that because I think that's very powerful. And I encourage you to do that. I continue to practice that and deepen that with mindfulness. But I also want to invite you to pay attention to your schedule and look for ways where you can disrupt that and interject space and time away from your routine. As I sat in the jury room, and I will give them this, they were very comfortable chairs. There were outlets along the walls. We could bring in our laptops, we could bring in our phones and still do our work. But it was quiet. You couldn't have your phones on, you couldn't talk in the room, you had to go out in the outdoors if you wanted to just talk. And there was quiet mixed with the time and the space that I found myself relaxing and dropping down mentally. I could almost feel my brain quieting and relaxing as it shifted to another level of task and focus that was an interruption, but a welcomed interruption with the amount of stuff that I juggle. And so I want to invite you to look for ways to take time and space. If you wait for it to be able to fit in your schedule, you won't find it if your life is like mine, very hectic, very booked out. I'm speaking, I'm writing, I'm seeing clients, I'm doing consultation, I'm leading groups, and I'm enjoying all of it, but it's very go, 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 and networking in different events. To interrupt that, to disrupt that, to change some of the commitments in order to pull back and say, this is what I need. You know, the early religions, I'm Christian by faith, and we used to have Sundays was a day off from the usual routine stuff. Now, my being Christian and very active in the church growing up meant that my Sundays were also very active. And some of us find that no matter where we go, we fill up the days and get very active. I'm that type, and my family was that type. But I would invite you to interrupt, to take the value of the Sabbath, if you will, to take the value of the day off, the time away, that says we get to regroup, we get to unhook from all those actions and things that we do. And waken different parts of your brain, different ways of conceptualizing and perceiving different things. Sitting quietly in that room, attending to project after project that I just had not had time for, was so fulfilling in a way. And these are projects that I don't usually want to do, but I quieted into the space for it and got those things done. It was a very powerful day for me. So I want to invite you to look at your schedule and just pick a day and interrupt it and disrupt it and take care of yourself and attend to some things that maybe you haven't attended to or haven't wanted to attend to. I can say that the further out I get from that, I look back and I see profound insights coming out of my own personal therapy that I think the time and the space were kind of a catalyst and allowed those to emerge. I also found myself attending to other projects that are on that quieter zone that maybe I had forgotten the value of attending to them that got done. From things like writing up certain articles that I've been wanting to write up, to actually clearing out sections of our garage. There's just various things that moved along in that space that I think disruption allowed for. So I invite you, I challenge you to do that, and then encourage you to maybe look for ways to insert that on a routine basis. Taste it once, see what it's like. You may even find yourself agitated or freaked out, but I can tell you, people have grace for you to take care of yourself, but you have to establish that grace for yourself first, and I invite you to do so. Moonstone Center, we attend to you as the healthcare provider. We also provide services to the general public individual for psychotherapy and yoga and acupuncture, wellness and development. We put on CE events and networking events, and I'm out there speaking. So if you're interested in bringing us in, please don't hesitate to contact me. I would love to come to your organization, speak with you, and encourage you further and help raise the level of wellness and space and self-care in your own world and your own practice. I hope you have a great day and a good rest of November, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there. Take care.